It's nice to have the games back-to-back like this, though. Mix it up. You know?
Yeah, Monday was incredibly fun.
Something like that.
Tuesday you had some tryhards.
Probably not going. Yeah, too good to handle.
This week has been really fun. I mean, no disappointments at all.
These days,
No.
man.
All week. I mean, the lulls that we've had have still been great.
Let's see. I'm gonna make
I want to thank all of you for spending your week with us here. Super high stakes week number 3.
Yeah, probably is.
Rampage bumping it up on the button with Jack 8. Jungleman.
Get out of there.
Going to 3.
Net.
Santhosh is going to call, though.
In this hand, for PokerNews.com, we are taking a look at a 100, 200, 400 game at Hustler Casino Live that was played very recently. In this hand, Rampage Poker, one of my favorite punters, raises it up with Jack 8 from the button. He's not going to be involved with this hand, though, because he's going to figure out how to get out of the way one time. Over round to Jungleman in the big blind. Jungleman makes it 8,500 with 8-7 offsuit. He came to play today. Over round to Santhosh in the straddle. He's going to be in position against Jungleman. He has King, Queen suited. They are both playing very deep stacked, about $250,000. So right here, I think both calling and 4-betting are viable. I probably would have just 4-bet, and I would not have much of a calling range in this spot because you really don't want to call and then let Rampage on the button stick around too with anything reasonable. But whatever. Santhosh calls. Rampage gets out of the way. Let's go to the flop.
You should.
Well, you got rid of Rampage, but now you got to deal with the brick wall that is Santhosh.
Open-ended with the 7-8.
Ooh, a jack would be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Santhosh would love to have one spade out there.
Check.
And the Sandman is going to take a shot at it.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good flop for his range, which is pretty much any 2 cards.
I was going to say.
Oh, wow. Check raise? This guy's going for it. This guy is action. This is Santhosh you're trying to push around, Jungleman.
Oh.
Look how quickly he calls. There's not one spade out there.
Jack of diamonds. Jack of diamonds, baby, one time.
The flop is a doozy. 10 of clubs, 9 of clubs, 4 of hearts. Both players have a straight draw. Jungleman has the undercards. Santhosh has 2 overcards and a gutshot. It's a pretty good hand. Jungleman opts to check. You can pretty much guarantee if Jungleman does not bet this flop, he's going to be looking to check raise. And that is exactly what happens. Santhosh, with his King-Queen, makes a bet, $13,000. I think that is fine and good. You can get a lot of ace-high to fold either immediately or on the turn or river. Also, if Jungleman's sitting here with a hand like pocket sevens, he certainly isn't going to love it. So you can get a lot of better hands to fold either now or on future betting rounds with additional bets. Plus, you have lots of equity. So I love the bet there. Over back to Jungleman, $40,000. He bumps it up. What you want to do whenever you have a draw that cannot realistically check, call down, and expect to win at the showdown. And obviously, 8-high cannot check down and win at the showdown. So apply aggression with hands like this and your hands that are very likely good, but very vulnerable. Perhaps stuff like overpairs would want to check raise, or top pair, top kicker, or maybe 2 pair. Those are all hands that make a lot of sense to check raise too. So in this spot, when Jungleman check raises, he's going to have some draws, and he's also going to have some really good hands. Back over to Santhosh in position, closing the action. It's a rough spot. Folding's probably okay. Calling's fine too, though, because you do have a lot of outs, even if Jungleman already does have something like top pair. So let's spin the wheel, see if we get there on the turn.
Jack of diamonds one time.
You're rooting for pain. You're rooting for blood.
I love blood. It is a diamond, but it is not the jack, the 5.
Now what, Jungle? You built this 110K pot. You got 8-high out of position against
the man who doesn't like to fold.
The brick wall.
Now, it turns out he has the hand here that he will let go.
Yeah, maybe.
But Jungleman doesn't know that.
Look at Santhosh. He's happy no one else is wearing the same shirt as him tonight.
I'm just going to come out and say it, by the way. Those of you who did see the show last night, Santhosh wore it better, right?
55.
There's no doubt.
He and Pepe were wearing the same shirt. He definitely wore it better. 55,000. Half pot. 3-1. The gut shot. 2 overs. You don't know if the overs are good.
How about just King High being good?
You don't think King High is good.
Oh, my, he's going to call. I love this man. I love this man.
What's going to be really fun is if it's a break on the river.
I want him to win the hand with King High.
He's not going to. Jungleman's going to barrel if it's a break. He knows.
Can he?
He knows Santhosh has a draw of some sort.
Turn is a complete brick, the 5 of diamonds. Jungleman, with no showdown value, but still pretty good equity, goes for a half pot bet. I think this is fine and reasonable, especially given his stack size, but maybe he wants to go just a tiny bit larger in general to really get the marginal 1-pair hands to fold. That said, I'm going to presume whatever Jungleman is doing in the scenario is just correct. So he does go half pot, setting up a very logical potential river shove for about 3/4 pot if he feels inclined. Over round to Sandman. He has the king, queen of spades, just 2 overcards and a gutshot. The problem he has here is he actually has one of the best draws possible. Now, I do realize the nut flush draw is available, but quite often the nut flush draw is not going to check raise and blast the money in because the nut flush draw is very happy to check, call, or just bet a lot of the time on the flop. So this is a scenario where even though the king high doesn't look all that strong, he's actually ahead of the vast majority of draws. The problem king queen's going to have is that if you miss on the river and Jungleman keeps betting, you're probably going to have to fold, right? So even though this is a spot where you're going to have pretty good equity in general, I think it's probably okay to let it go immediately. But that's not what Santhosh came to do. He came to play. Let's go to the river.
Come on, Red Jack.
Oh, no!
The river is the jack of diamonds. A disaster for Jungleman, but he cannot know that. At this point, he has to presume he wins this hand very close to 100% of the time. What I want to know is if you're in Jungleman's shoes and you river what you think is a hand that is going to win 100% of the time in this scenario with about 3/4 pot behind, maybe a little bit less even, what would you do? Would you check, looking to induce a bluff from all of your opponent's busted draws? Would you bet small, like $50,000? Would you bet medium, like $75,000? Or would you rip it all in? Take a second, think about it, and let me know what you would do in the comment section down below. And while you're down there, make sure you click the like and subscribe button.
The Jack of Diamonds.
God, Magic, this isn't right.
Oh, it is right. All is right in the world.
Jungle has been putting on a show.
Oh,
He's made all the big moves, and we cooler him like this?
this is awesome.
He was going to win on a brick.
Well, now he thinks he's going to win anyway.
No, he's going to lose a pot over $500,000.
Yeah, this is going to be painful.
This is a situation where a lot of people mess up because they get too tricky and trappy and fancy. When you have a hand that wins essentially 100% of the time, and you do not necessarily want to have much of a check raising range because you're so shallow to begin with, you're just going to want to put all of your money in with your hands that are essentially always good. Because if your opponent has a marginal made hand like 2 pair or 1 pair or perhaps even a set, if you check, there's not 100% certainty that they are going to bet. And they may not even bet all in. Now, they probably should be mostly betting all in this scenario, given the in-position player only has 3/4 pot remaining. However, this is a spot you cannot check this hand. We discussed this concept thoroughly in my new book, 100 Essential Tips to Master No Limit Hold'em. It'll be out very, very, very soon. You can order your copy on Amazon or D&B Poker. There'll be links down there below. Check it out. Let's see what Jungleman does.
I mean, it's $220,000 in the pot.
Jam gets snapped.
All in.
There's the all-in. There's the call.
Call. All in and a call.
Then Santhosh.
That is incredibly gross.
Or incredibly awesome.
Jungle has played the best tonight, by far. He's gone for it more than anyone else.
Hey, he has more.
$533,000 pot. Santhosh
As expected, Jungleman rips it all in. He gets called. He loses. He probably can't believe it. I wouldn't be able to believe it in this hand. This would be one of these unreal ones. You're like, really? Really? That's how it happens. You come out, you play a big game, straight over straight. That's fun. Aren't you glad you came? That's me for today. If you enjoyed today's video, click the like and subscribe button. Thanks to Hustler Casino Live for letting us use this footage. Good luck in your games. Have fun. And whenever you run a bluff with the bad end of the straight draw, I hope you don't find a way to lose when you actually make your straights.